Okay. So Becky, I know you've been running but I can't even say it right, consistently. So you've been building the fitness, you're able to run longer now, without stopping as much. So that is a huge, huge thing. And that's like the most important part of this program is just building that base, not going as hard all the time. And the way we train is smart training, because if you're going hard all the time, you're going to burn out and you're going to get injured. Okay. So I like how you're not just sprinting every single thing and trying to like blow yourself up. That's the beauty of triathlon, where you just need to learn how to pace, and you're doing it right. I know the next couple of weeks I've added accelerations to your running on one of them or two of them, or some tempo eventually. And what that is going to do is allow your body to get used to of a higher speed, but at the same time, not going too fast to the point that we could tweak something,
Okay.
Also, this lets you reset in between each interval, so your form doesn't get jacked up. Okay. Because if we start adding more volume or more speed to your work, but then that form is not correct, you're gonna start feeling the low niggles that might have not been there before or secretly in there, and this could aggravate it a lot. Okay, so this is where strength comes into play as well, and all of that. But you're gonna notice on your training a little difference, just more, I guess, more challenges, and so before we go really, really fast, the form has to be there. Okay. And so I remember on the first day, we kind of talked about the form itself running, your arms are bent here, right? Your knees aren't locked up. They're pretty much bent a little bit, Ideally, you don't want to be standing up straight when you're running. It's more of a falling forward type of feel. And it's not from the hips, it's from the ankles. Okay. I know last 2 weeks we haven't done the running, more focus, and I want to focus on that with transition this weekend. So that way we just get more of hands-on training on this, if that's cool.
Mhm.
I know your RPMs, they seem fine when I saw you. Remember how when you're jogging, it's just constant. It's not like a pound, 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 Ideally, you want a 180 cadence average. And so ideally that is like 45 footsteps per 15 seconds. So if you're ever running on your own on the long run and you kind of want to like play around with that, you could just look at 15 seconds and count how many steps you've gotten. If you have at least 40 to 45, that's great. Because what happens is if you're going lower than that, that means you could be heel striking or overstriding, and that's going to jack up your knee. Maybe there's something too tight,
And I should be landing on my toes.
You should be landing more on midfoot.
Okay.
So like here my toes, never on your toes, because that's
Yeah.
really, really bad. But
Yeah.
like in between. And so
Sure. Okay. I think I
yeah.
do. I don't think I fall on my heels, land on my
I don't
heels.
think so either. I think you were good with that when I saw you.
Okay.
And ideally your heel is landing on the ground,
Yeah.
So we'll definitely have fun with more running drills, and you're gonna see a big difference once you start adding intensity. If you keep that form, you'll be set. But yeah, you'll see, let's see, the falling forward drill. That's going to be the 1-1 drill you always want to practice with on your own against the wall if you can. Where I guess I'm next to a wall. You're pretty much going to have your hands on the wall, right? Like this.
Mhm.
And if you see my butt go out like this, or you feel you're falling forward like that, you're doing it wrong. Okay. So ideally, you want to fall forward from the shins and the ankles. The ankle mobility, number one. Okay. So you're just gonna go down, hold, and go up. That's all you're gonna do. But you're gonna keep your heels and everything flat on the ground while you do that. Okay. If you start to notice you can't do that and your heels are going up, we just have to loosen up a little bit on your ankles. Maybe your calves are too tight and all of that, okay? I would do that before your lawn runs, if you're on your own with like Stacy or on a wall, and just get a feel of it. Because you're gonna want to trust your body that's gonna stop you when you're like that, okay? Okay, and we'll do that later. Okay, so this is the one thing I wanted to talk about. Running, it's all balancing on one leg, right? You're not really on two legs when you're running. So if you can't balance on one leg for 30 seconds at least to a minute, then you really shouldn't be running very, very long. So these, was it the single leg balance? I would test it out. I think we did that with you the first week I saw you. Maybe I did not, but I'm gonna test it out. Ideally, where's the video here? I'll send it on the group chat, but you'll see her leg when you're balancing on one leg, right? They're like this, right? In running, you want to open up the hip, right? So I'm going to open it up and I'm balancing where you see how my knee is back here and not front forward. My hip is open. My heel is being shown to someone back there, right? You want to balance like that, okay?
Okay.
And try to hold that for 30 seconds. There's a video. So it's easier to follow that one. I want you to practice that. I want you to start doing toe yoga to strengthen your feet, okay? Because you just need strong feet for running. We're huge on more natural rather than, you know, the shoes that are just like huge and cushion. We like to talk about how the importance of just strengthening your feet and having as minimal cushion as possible, because that's actually going to help you run longer. And a lot of people that are using those newer shoes now are getting all jacked up a couple of years because they're not strengthening their feet. Okay. So have you ever done toe yoga?
I don't think so.
Oh, we're going to do that this weekend too. It's going to be so weird, but it's going to prevent a lot of plantar fasciitis. I know you want to do this sport for a while, so I'm going to warn you, you really, really want to be doing this, because I refused to do it when I first started, and I jacked up my whole leg for a while. So toe yoga, what it is, you're spreading your feet out. You're just starting to mobilize your feet like they are hands, okay? They're meant to be as mobile as your fingertips, which is, believe it or not. And this is just gonna help stretch out all the built up fascia in your body, okay? And if the more stronger, well, the stronger your feet is and the looser it is, your calves won't be as tight. Everything's gonna be well balanced, okay? Is this too much yet?
Nope, I'm good.
All right, go. And then, so I would focus, I'll put in that stuff, the toe yoga and the single leg balance. I want you guys to try that at least before once on Saturday. And then I'll go with it with you guys on that day. And then I'll show you the couch stretch. Okay. That one, I'll show you more of how to do it without using the couch at first. It's very, very, you need to be like very flexible. I don't know. Are you able to open your hips very well or no? Have you
You know,
noticed?
I know I need to probably do that one where you like make your leg into two 90-degree angles and you switch from different.
Oh, yeah. You could
That's a
do
hip
that?
stretch. I think I can.
Oh, so you have good hip mobility. Yeah, this one will just like, open up your hip flexors even more, because the more you ride your bike, you know, they're going to be tighter. So that'll be part, you'll start seeing all of these stuff in your training peaks on top of all the workouts. So
Which I need to read that. I'm a teacher and I'm really bad at reading all that. I gotta read it.
that's okay.
I'll read it. I promise.
I will make sure you do it. But yeah, And then I'll show you the calf stretches and everything later on. And then the one main thing you always want to do after you run is the lower leg routine. It's just pretty much circles right, circles left, circles up, down, up, down, up, down. And that's just going to strengthen. You'll notice it burns your shins a lot, but it helps just mobilize everything as well and strengthen it. Okay. But running, just important for you now. And eventually we'll get more into detail and more, whatchamacallit, more advanced. We'll talk about intervals, but for now it's just still, you know, having that low heart rate on your long runs and just focusing on the cadence. Okay. On the form.
Like on Saturday, my heart rate was in the 150s. I was only walking. I was walking.
It was hot.
That's what I gotta get better.
What time did you run?
Well, it was after we finished everything, so 9. You know, I went across that bridge.
Huh.
So,
but you were jogging. Well, you were walking around. It was high. I wonder, did you hydrate a lot?
I mean, I felt like I did, but
like, yeah, I saw you drinking and stuff. It could just be that it's the sun, man. I'm telling you, that thing will elevate your thing. Let's see, Becky. Let's see if I could see anything.
There, it's not very.
Yeah,
No,
average 41.
that's with Stacy.
Oh, that
That was with Stacy.
That looks great though.
Let me see what we did. How far do we go? 3.8. So I think we
3.8. Yeah, almost 4 miles.
I remember. So Stacy said the pace is really slow. So I said, I think it's slow enough we can walk. So then we walked and talked. So that's not really a run. We didn't run.
I know it's hard, but with the trying to do the low heart rate stuff and everything, it is hard to. I just did a couple. What was it? A whole hour of 15-minute paces just the other day too, like on Sunday, and that was brutal mentally.
Because you probably finished. How fast do you run a mile?
It depends on the day. 6 something. But you know, this is why I take the longest runs where you do the heart rate. It's going to benefit you more than those people that are doing even 11-minute miles. Okay, there's a reason, but there's going to be some runs where I'm going to say don't focus on heart rate and focus more on pace with like the little tempos. Okay. And you're going to notice
I did get to 8 on the treadmill today. I mean,
you did?
You know, yeah, because we had to do this all out. So, but I know I got to get faster.
And you will. And these little accelerations are going to help build it. Okay. After 2 weeks of doing these little accelerations and then a little slower, but not too fast intervals, like 2 minute here, go slower, 2 minute here, go slower, you will get faster. Okay. You just need to build the engine still. It's going to take at least a couple months, you know, but you have gotten longer. So you're so able to do it. Actually, what is your workout next week? And 8 minutes is actually pretty fast, my friend.
Well, it was. Let me just clarify, Ollie. It was for 30 seconds. I mean,
that is amazing. Trust me. That's good. That is good. What the hell happened? I haven't even put it in there yet. Okay. So if you did 1 minute, I'm going to do 1:30 next week. Okay. Wait,
so I need to run as fast as I can for 1 minute and 30 seconds?
Not as fast. I would do, what you could do is, you said it was 8 minutes, right? The last one that you said you went faster?
I said I got 8 miles per hour on the treadmill for 30 seconds. So don't be expecting me to do an 8 minute. No, there's no 8 minute mile happening.
So this is what we're gonna do. You just like the first couple intervals, you'll go with one that's more challenging. And the next 2, you go more challenging than that. And then the next 2 you could do is go on that same number that you did before. And when you have 30 seconds left of that 1:30, then increase it a little bit. by 2.2 seconds. And that's how you're gonna do it. Not a huge
So
jump.
just how you get faster. That's
Yeah.
how you speed up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the same concept with biking, swimming, and running. If you
Sure.
learn how to just have that fast feet, fast spin before you even go to a faster, harder gear, you won't injure or you won't lose as much energy. You'll just be more efficient that way. So
Okay.
oh, cool. All right. So other than that, any more questions about triathlon right now?
No, I needed to make sure I have the right clothes. So I'm going to work on that, and then the shorts with the padding. I don't think so.
Okay, cool. So I will send you the link to a couple of the stores you could buy the stuff from. I'm trying to think, there might be city bikes around you.
Yeah, there is on Pines or
They might
close to
have,
me somewhere.
yeah, they might have tri kits for you to try on. Because they're also tri related, so my guess is that they have it. And then you could try it on, and if you like it, see if it's on sale somewhere else and buy it. But that would be my suggestion. I know Stacy was like, "Ooh, field trip to Max Psycho," but nah. Okay.
I don't even like to try on dresses and clothes. Like I don't do that. I don't. I bring it home and then
Hope it
okay,
works.
I'll go. Yeah, hope and pray. Yeah.
I know
Okay.
that they have dimensions on the sites.
Stacy said the weight is supposed to melt off when I do this, and there's been no melting.
Oh, on the
I
weight.
told her. She said, Becky, it's just gonna melt off. It's not melted. I got it. I know.
But
I'll
wait,
get there.
have you felt a
get there.
difference on the body though? Like, have you felt a difference on the weight where you feel lighter or?
I don't know. There's no lightness here. I got a ways to go before there's any lightness, so it's okay.
So
it's okay.
Do you eat like a lot of gluten and all of that or no?
No, I really try to follow this program called Bright Line Eating. So no sugar, no flour.
Okay.
I'm good at it, but sometimes I'm not good. Sweets are what really gets, that's really where my downfall is.
Okay.
So I'm trying to do the Bright Line. Yeah.
It's your gut probably that needs to be kind of like cleaned out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure.
To work. And so that takes time though, but we'll talk about that later on. But that's good that you're not eating the gluten or the sugar as much, because that's what always binds it and makes it even worse. So that would have been my guess. But keep drinking your body weight a little more than that. Make sure you put salt in there and make sure you have electrolytes and nutrients, like that's probably what it is too. The cells aren't getting the nutrients that you need to kind of help metabolize everything,
Sure.
So, I don't know.
You'll get it.
Give it time.
I'll
Give
get
it
it.
time.
I'll be patient. I'm going to be patient.
You're doing amazing.
Thank you.
So I'll see you Saturday. Word.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
welcome.
And Stacy will be there Saturday. We'll see you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.